because she has
True
skills.
story. True story. And he, like, wants to play this game called, like, Spot the Vampires with your feelings. Because you shouldn't even have to think about it. You should just know that there are vampires in the room if you're a slayer. So he's, like, talking about all this crap, and she's like, there's one right there. And he's like, excuse you? And she's like, look, he's got that, like, the suit jacket with the sleeves rolled up. Like, deal with that outfit for a second. Like, clearly he's been underground for decades. And he was like, but you didn't hone. And you can tell that he's, like, pouting.
He's, like, offended. He's like, you need to hone.
He's being like a 4-year-old. You can tell that he's, like, pouting underneath his Britishness. He's like, you didn't hone. And she's like, hold that thought. That's Willow that guy is talking to. And she, like slips down the stairs or whatever. And then she creeps into the back alley. Okay, so now we're coming up on Ben and my favorite scene. Possibly the whole series.
Favorite scene.
And this isn't really that great a scene.
Yes, it is.
If it was 1997. Which it's not. So she, like, comes around, she hears a noise, and she had, like, broken off the leg of a chair, so she has a stake. So she, like, hears a noise, and she, like, jumps around the corner, and is all, like, stake to the throat, which isn't where you would put a stake on a vampire, but whatever. And it's Cordelia. So Buffy, like, flips out, and she, like, doesn't have time to deal with this, though, so even though you can tell she, like, actually wants to not be seen as a total loser, she, like, runs away to go and find Willow, and Cordelia's like, oh, what a freak. I have to go call everybody I know, and she's being all dramatic. She pulls out this phone that's the size of, like, a toddler. It's, like, you know, back when cell phones were, like, a huge deal, literally, they were, like, a huge deal, they were, like, this big, it was a brick phone, you, like, pull the thing down, and you, like, dial, and you, like, pull out the antenna, like,
back when you like, had to pull out the antenna.
Oh my god, it's so funny. Like, I think her purse is, like, this big, and the phone is, like, this big. She must have had, like, the phone and lipstick, like, nothing else. So funny. She's like, I'm gonna call everybody I know. Huge phone.
It was like, she's like whining, and she's like, I'm gonna call everyone I know, and then you can just hear the phone. She goes like, boom.
No, Jesse's like,
and she's like sitting there, and he's like, hey, my name's.
They cut to another underground scene, and it's like it's okay. You don't know who this is. It's this nasty vampire. He's the color of Buffy's nail polish. He has lips that look like he's been chapping them for his entire life. He, like, floats it with really bad special effects out of this, like, bucket of blood.
It's a pool of blood.
AKA, like, red Kool-Aid.
And, like, he can't... And it's, like, he's supposed to be this big deal, and then he walks with his, like, assistant Luke, who's, like, bigger than him, and clearly, like, better than him, and he, like, tries to leave, and he, like, hits a force field. Like, he's the big bad, and he can't leave.
Anyway, so Xander finds Buffy, and he's all, oh my god, I know what's up. I heard you in the library, and I think you're nuts.
And she's like, oh my god, everyone knows who I am. Where's Willow? And he's like, we have to talk about this. And she's like, where's Willow? And he's like, you're serious. And she was like, where's Willow, damn it? Screw you. Buffy just knows to go to a crypt.
Yeah. Because Creepo, and then Buffy shows up, and she's basically a smartass for, like,
Good
3 minutes. Good 5 minutes.
I love that part of Buffy, though, where she's just like,
It is funny, especially because she assumes the vampires know that she's a slayer, and the vampires are all like, can I help you? I don't know who you are.
You? And then she, like, slays the one, and Darla's like,
yeah.
Who are you?
Okay, she kicks Darla's butt, and then she does that thing that Bond villains do. You remember those? They talk. Buffy stands over Darla, and instead of staking her, she talks. Buffy, you could talk to yourself. Just kill her first. No. Because then Luke, big, bad, and lumpy, comes in, and he's all like, blah, 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 starts attacking Buffy and gives Darla time to escape, and they're all attacking each other, and then eventually he, like, throws Buffy into this, like, coffin next to this nasty dead guy. He looks like something from The Mummy. And he's like, and then she's all like, oh my god, I think he left, which totally he would leave. And then
she, like, sits up really slowly. She's like, is he still here? And then she, like, almost gets her head above the thing, and then he, like, he's like, Rah!
Pause. And then it says to be continued. Hi. Okay, welcome to the section of awesome quotes and things, which we already introduced.
Our favorite quotes from the episode.
Favorite quotes from Welcome to the Hellmouth, Season 1, Episode 1. Okay, when Buffy is, like, walking over to... She's talking to Willow about, like, hey, you want to, like, tutor me and help me get caught up and everything and whatever? She said... It was like, I am keen, or like,
no, she was
keen?
like, it was when she was super awkward, because it was, Xander and Jesse came up, and Xander said something awkward, or Jesse said, someone said something, and she was like, oh, that's keen.
Keen? Awesome, not one of your better moments.
So keen is one of our favorite quotes.
That is so keen.
It's so Keen back.
I'm gonna start saying that. Just like see what people say.
Keen is gonna happen.
Keen is so gonna happen. The same scene. Cordelia, when she is being her wonderful self and explaining about. Well, first of all, she walks up and she's all like, and her way of inserting herself into this conversation. I don't mean to interrupt your downward mobility, but. And she says a whole lot more stuff that's funny, but I think that's
she's
funny. Talking
to like Jesse and Xander and Willow, and they're like losers.
She's looking at them with this wonderful look of revulsion and like how she can't even like understand that she's this close to them and that it's like contagious. Like it's so funny. I don't mean to interrupt your downward mobility, but so funny.
Moving down. So then she's talking about how they won't get to meet the gym lead because of the extreme dead guy in the closet, in the locker. Excuse me. Extreme dead guy. He's not just normal dead. He's extremely dead. Not just a little bit dead. Really
extreme dead guy in a locker room.
Extreme dead guy.
Xander actually tries to like point this out to her, and she's like not having it. She's like, "Can I help you?" And like, I don't know, it's a great scene, and you should look it up, or at least
extreme dead guy.
Rewind it.
Buffy goes and gallivants and finds the body. And it's like, oh my god, a vampire. So she goes and talks with Giles, and she's like explaining what happened. And then she asks Giles, "Aren't you just going ooh?
Aren't you just going ooh?
Aren't you just going ooh?"
So funny. I want like a ringtone of her saying that. I don't know. It's great.
I want it to be my text message, so when I get a text, it says, "Ben, you got a text message. Aren't you just going ooh?"
First episode, and you would not believe how much of this we've had to cut out to bring this lovely 20-minute episode to you.
We hope you enjoyed it.
We hope you enjoyed it.
We hope that you subscribe and view so that the little number on the bottom right corner goes up and makes us feel good about ourselves. Thanks for watching. Wait until episode 2. The Harvest. Season 1. Episode 2.
Episode 2! Yeah, okay, we're done.
See ya!